All right, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode here on Sharkstalgia, where I talk about all things 80s and 90s in the form of modern era comebacks. And there's probably about less than 20 people in this entire universe that actually knows what this show even is. Now, if you know about it, then congratulations. If you don't, then it's okay. But apparently, this happened for the past 6 months, and I had no clue that this was even happening. So bear with me as I'm just discovering and I'm learning as we go. But it appears that one of the old 90s shows, one of my favorite shows that I love watching every time around this time of November. I don't know why, don't ask me. It just has like a really nice November vibe to it. Because I remember watching it in the 90s around this time, and there's a show called WMAC Masters. It's basically a group of martial artists who are competing in a tournament to get the Dragon Star. And the Dragon Star is basically this belt that contains coins of every individual martial artist. And, you have to basically get like all their coins and then you cash it in to go in for the main belt. So during the 90s and late 80s or even mid 80s, there was a time where martial arts was at an all time high. You had many movies, and a lot of these characters were also in these movies or stunt doubles, like Mortal Kombat, Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, even like when martial arts was at an all time high with movies like Street Fighter and video game stuff. Um, Even Double Dragon movie, and like again so many martial arts like backgrounds, and just it's crazy to see how many martial artists they can get in this. Now, I'm not going to dive too deep into the actual TV show because I will do a review on it on another channel. But the basic premise of WMAC Masters, for those who don't know, is that season one starts off with basically just a bunch of fighters from all different backgrounds, and they're competing in the tournament. And it's more of a well grounded, like I said, martial arts tournament. By the time season two happens, it dives more and focuses more on a story, which sadly and shockingly ends on one of the best cliffhangers that I can think of and saw back then, because I was like, holy shit, like I cannot believe that this ends on a cliffhanger, and then the show ends up getting canceled. Very unfortunate. So, with that being said, after all these years, we finally get an update for WMAC Masters, because if you even look at the posters and even other, um, people that are part of WMAC Masters, like the martial artists, like I said before, you'll see a lot of motion captures for Mortal Kombat video games, even the movies, even stunt doubles for Power Rangers, like I mentioned before, as well as, just other various martial arts, again, even Ninja Turtles for that matter. So I'm here on the Kickstarter website, and I'm going to just dive into it. I'll keep the link in the description below, but we're going to look at it all together, and then we'll see what's going to happen with this, because like I mentioned, I'm learning as I go. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening with WMAC Masters, as this is the return of WMAC Masters. So according to their Kickstarter, it says WMAC Masters rebuild the legacy minifigures and relaunch. Now, I did check out their socials, Facebook and Instagram, and it does say that there was a reunion with a certain selective amount of WMAC Masters participants attending and doing demonstrations. And I believe that one of the main goals is also to bring back the martial arts aesthetic. Now, in this day and age of technology, I don't know, and like internet and all this stuff, I don't know how much martial arts plays a crucial role, because back in the 80s and 90s it was massive, but it seems like it kind of lost its momentum. But for those who still care about it, let's dive deep into it. It says the 90s martial arts cult hit explodes back. Minifigures, original fighters, key symbols, cast reunions. The arena awaits Dragon Stars back, created by Scott Manthey. It says 45 backers pledged. The only 45 people knew about this. Pledged $7,029 to help bring this project to life, and it was last updated on October 17th. So as we scroll down, so it says here, So we have the story, so let's read the story real quickly. So it says, remember waking up early for WMAC, the flying kicks, the master blaster battles, the Dragon Star is back, and this time you're part of the arena. It says, so it talks about some of the episodes, and then it says, did you know, some other deep dives and really cool stuff. Then we have some statistics about how it aired in 80% over the U.S. households, choreographs of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, some of the teams there. It was also hosted by Shannon Lee, who was Bruce Lee's daughter. That was very cool. Only in season 1 though. And then talks about some other really cool stuff. The series overview and synopsis from 1994 to 97, and there are some books being that were made too at that time. Um, so yeah, so basically it says the mission is to preserve martial arts culture. You're being part of the WMAC universe, and how we can make a difference is that there's different stretch goals. Um, all right, so it says your name, your support, your symbol. This is the legacy that we built together. Okay, so let me quickly scroll down here. Okay, so it says the campaign launches first edition WMAC Masters mini figures. It says Legacy Series 1, so we're probably going to get more than obviously 1. So it's assigned character sets, ultra rare chase variants, and blind box rewards, authentic WMAC gear, patches, and live event access. So as you can see here, there are action figures being made. They're not like the 6-inch scale figures that we all know and love today, but they're more like the mini figures that are kind of like very similar to Lego. Um, so let me scroll down here. So yeah, as you can see here, there's also the creative director and then some other quotes from other the martial artists from the actual show. So then we got the stretch goals here, which is it says not affiliated or endorsed by the Lego Group. So that's interesting. But we have a lot of the iconic WMAC Masters participants, and if we scroll back up again, you can see in this image here, we have Yin Yang Man, we have Olympus, Tiger Claw, Tsunami, Great Wolf, Red Dragon, Hakim the Machine, or the Machine, the Bam, Turbo, Kid Chameleon, or Wizard, I believe. I don't know, one of those. So I think, and Lady Lightning. So a lot of the main hard hitters of season 1, but Baby Doll as well. But there's still a few missing that I don't see here, but hopefully we'll get to that at some point. I don't see like Star Warrior, unfortunately, but yeah. So not pretty much involved with Legos, but I would have really preferred like 6-inch action figures, but that's okay. I mean, at least we're getting something better than nothing. So it was fully funded at 5,000 backers, so people are getting their WMC miniature figures, which is sick. Then the tiers are a little bit lackluster in my opinion because for 20,000 all the way up to 40,000, you're getting clear jelly chases or black and white minifigures. So it's just like, I don't know what to really make of that. Unfortunately, those were not unlocked. And even at 30,000, the Meet the Masters biography or concept art or the New Lore Begins did not get funded as well. And I believe they're trying to like reestablish the martial arts tournament with new fighters and some existing ones, but unfortunately that didn't make the goal either. Now, one of the most best and well deserving concepts is season 1 DVD production. We know that all the episodes are on YouTube, but to have an official, authentic WMAC Masters DVD with, I mean, season 1, but there's 2 seasons in total, 13 episodes each. It would have been better that way, but unfortunately, we have no. It did not get funded, so we have no DVD of WMAC Masters, even since now. So this would have been very ideal if this was also part of, I don't know, the first backing kit at least, the first stretch goal. I mean, so it's unfortunate that it did not get made, but at 75,000, there's an animated series pilot, which would have been sick to see a cartoon version of WMAC Masters, but unfortunately that did not get unlocked as well. So again, we're hitting the bottom end of the barrel here. And then from 90,000 to 95, we have gold colored chase minifigures in titanium. Again, I don't know how much of a deal that is to people because again, the original figures already got unlocked. of most of the characters in their authentic outfits, so that's fine. But at 100,000, it says, "Where are they now?" A docu-series with the original cast. That would have been great. So I think a lot of the main hard-hitting ones should have been more on the top, and then these other stretch goals like the black and whites and clear jelly or even titanium and gold should have been for later releases. But since nothing got unlocked, it's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So then we take a look here at the minifigures, 13 total. They're all in nice bags and boxes as well, so that's pretty decent. Gears and add-ons. This is actually really cool because you got sticker sheets, headbands, enamel pins, iron-on patches, and then socks and key symbols designs, and then a hat. So that's a really, really cool gear add-on. I would love to get all the symbols at some point. Then it says community, different tiers. Okay, so dinner and credits and become part of the story, whatever, whatever. So the Where Are They Now? 30 years of the waiting ends. The Dragonstar tournament reopens for 34 days only. Limited production run, and once they're gone forever. So here we have docuseries of basically all of the martial arts combatants of where they are now. Pretty sick. So here's the timeline. July, it says meet the cast. Then it says from the U.S. Open. Again, this is all like a live events, and then we have other fulfillments and shipping of Q4 of 2025, I believe. It says who's behind this. We have the kid Simon Carmichael. That's really cool. One of the combatants. Trademark owners and merch designers of WFC Masters. So it's really authentic and official at this point. And James Sang Lee, and the former ninja and fight director. So that's sick. So at least we know it's not like, people who are just making it out of the air. It's really people who are part of the official show back in here again. So that's great. So then it just says the project is an independent creation. WMAC Masters minifigures are not official LEGO products. Figures are compatible with standard minifigure scales and base plates, and risks and challenges. So let's take a look quickly at the updates before we conclude, or let me see the frequently asked questions. So it says who's designing new shows. It says former cast members, Ninja, and the Canon Entertainment Group is backing the project. Let me see what else here. Will there be new WMAC Masters episodes? Yes, the Kickstarter supports their relaunch, including a pilot production, new Masters, and docuseries. The more we raise, the more we unlock. Let's see here if we... is this project using AI? No, don't care. When is the casting and show relaunch? So it says Kickstarter launches in May, so it's November now, so that's why I'm so behind on this video. Casting for the next generation begins July 17th or 19th alongside live events and panels, martial arts tournaments in Orlando. Okay, so let's take a look at the updates real quick. This is WMAC Masters minifigures production update. So it looks like we got an actual look of the minifigures, and they're on their way. So pretty much, I'll keep the link in the description below for those who want to read more into it. But so I think like they're still more trying to get things involved, even though they didn't unlock all the other tiers. But I feel like this could be a beautiful beginning to WMAC Masters. So with that being said, I'm excited. I'm happy for it, and I'll do a review on this show at some point on another channel. But if you guys are aware of the show and like it, awesome. If not, then check it out. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to give a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in the next episode.